Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Vania Yudith M, so you can call me Vania. And today I want to present about word Englishes by Kahru. And then in this section, I want to present about the three circle word Englishes was developed by Kahru in 1985 and continues to be one of the most influential models for the grouping of English varieties in the world. Kahru described the spread of English in the three concentric circles. For the first, outer circles, inner circles, and expanding circle. Okay, the circle represents the type of spread and the pattern of acquisition in the functional domains in which English is used across cultures and language. Out of Kahru's, the Kahru's three circle of English is still an important initial stepping stone for the division of Englishes. Drawbacks and variations have been identified by several authors, including Kahru himself. Okay, in the Kahru's three circle model, the outer circle consists of the earlier phases of the spread of English in non-native settings, where the language has become part of a country's safe institution and plays an important second language role in the multilingual setting most of the countries. Included outer circles are uh, former colonies of the UK, USA, such as Malaysia, Singapore, India, Ghana, and uh, Kenya, and the others. The English used in the outer circle is considered as a norm developing. The inner for the inner circle, second circle model refers to the traditional basis of English, dominated by the mother tongue varieties, where English acts as a first language. The countries involved in the inner circle uh, include the USA, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The varieties of English used here are said to be norm provide. The expanding circle for the third circle model refers to the territories where English is learned as a foreign language. The territories then have history of colonization by members of the inner circle and institutional or social role. And then English is thought as a foreign language as the most useful vehicle of international communication. The country is in the expanding circle include China, Japan, Greece, Poland, and the English used in the expanding circle is regarded as norm dependent. And then Kahru model describes the inner circle, outer circle, and expanding circle as a norm providing, norm developing, and norm dependent. However, Crystal comments that the model cannot represent the reality of the international English used because the reality is often not so clear. Crystal wonders it is difficult to distinguish whether the outer circle loops into inner circle norms or it creates its own norm. Norm development is also possible in the expanding circle. And then the three circle models fails to take into account the growth of English in the world. English is now widely used in international settings. It is a choices of language international organization, companies, and the academic world. It also commonly used in the field of internet, international mass media, and entertainment. Crystal stated the speed at which a global language scenario the speed at which a global language scenario has arisen is truly remarkable. Uh, However, because of the growth of English language has become a necessity in today's world. English is not only learned in the expanding circle or even more often than not to enable communication with the inner and outer circles. The importance of English continues to grow in the world, especially in the expanding circle. As a result, learning English can no longer be seen as learning a foreign language in a traditional way. And then, uh, some researchers suggest that the Kahru three circle model should not base the classification of English speakers on national identity. The national identity should not be the basis for the classification of speaker of an international language. The more English becomes an international language, the more inconsistent the division of its speaker into native and non-native. The conclusion of the Kahru 3 circle model has limitations that reflect the reality of the use of English. The model is oversimplified, and the classification between the circle is faded or fuzzy. And in fact, the three varieties uh, are mutually inclusive, and the gray areas exist. And then, due to the rapid growth of English, the status of English is in the expanding circle has increased. Okay, English is not only learned but more widely used in the different setting. It is difficult to classify between the outer circle and expanding circle. The three circle model should therefore be modified to a more dynamic one. To represent the actual use of English. Instead of categorizing English speaker on the basis of national identity, the revised model may be classified in terms of English proficiency in an international and regional varieties. In order to meet the rapid growth in English, more research related to word English should also be conducted in the future. Okay, I think that's all for me. That's all from me, and if any mistake, I'm say sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.